Go north. This is gonna be painful.
I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that.
Just use them, man. We can create a pause whenever we want to. It's fine.
Just wait on
it. Control path. A second. Let me just kill all this stuff. Then we can. What tree I expect you to say for shortwave build endgame you need? First one is this. You mean pulverize, right? Controller path. You're using pulverize, right? This build, right? This skill right here. If you're using this pulverize, you need this skill right here, which turns it into an earth skill. So it turns it into an earth skill. This one right here is quite important to start with. Okay. To start with, this and this, pulverize create a shockwave. Those two are the important ones. And to ramp up big damage, you also need this though. Earth skill for crowd control is pretty good. You can activate a lot of stuff with it. So it's pretty common. This is quite rare sometimes, the shockwave. So this tree to start with. You turn it into an earth skill, you change it so that you can deal a shockwave damage, and then you have a slow with it. The rest are just padding onto it. So we have earth skill do more damage on pretty crowd control enemies. I can show you what I'm running though. I'm running Vasily's Prayers and Insatiable Fury. So these two, if you have them, it's pretty good. If you don't have them, you know, it's okay-ish. There's one. Yeah, shockwave expect sometimes they don't show up for a while. So be sure to save them for a good weapon you have when you have them. And I'm running this. Oh, let me just kill the monster. Yeah, those are the stuff. And the big damage, like if you must have realized, right? Like you realize sooner or later. I haven't converted to a good one, but all of them, like if you are playing Werewolf build or Werebear build, they revolve around Grisly Rage. So this thing here is quite good. If you see this imprint aspect, you should keep it. And later on, you put it onto the necklace. Some people put on a ring, some people put on a necklace, depending on how you want to play it. It's quite flexible, but this is a good one. And there's also another aspect that I don't have it on me right now, but I have stored it up. It's just that it's quite rare to come by, so I still haven't find a ring that I'm happy to put it on. It's the aspect where you crowd control enemies, you gain resource back. Yeah, when you crowd control enemies, you gain resource back. That's a good one. Yeah, I hope it helps, man. And I hope you find all the aspects you need and have fun with it. Because Druid, you really need the aspects, man. Like, you can't just get powerful without the aspect. It takes a while to get things going. Just having trouble finding better shop aspect, but do keep the options open though. You know, if you're getting stuff to... Hold on. No, I updated the wrong stuff. Where is it? Oh, this is the one I want to update. Yeah, I updated the wrong stuff there. Oh man. But yeah, keep your options open, because if you're getting the legendaries or the unique or the aspects which are more powerful and useful for werewolf build or, you know, elemental build, you can go into it as well. You don't have to keep, you know, fixated on getting into werewolf first, because getting into werewolf requires some aspects, man. I was lucky enough to, you know, to start with. I got these two instantly as I go into World Tier 3. I didn't start with werewolf build though. I start with Tornado. Yeah. So yeah, man. Keep your options open, and you never know, man. You can convert into other build, like transition into other build first. Yeah, that's the thing I would like, you know, to like it's not good to be fixated to just go into a single build. Of course, that's good because you know what you're getting into and what you need to get. But you know, if the drops it's totally RNG, right? So if the drops gives you stuff to play werewolf, you know, you can go into it. And werewolf is very strong. Werewolf storm build is very strong. I've been trying to get the unique for it. I couldn't get it, man. It never dropped from me. Yeah, unfortunately.
That's good for me.
But yeah, man. This is not good enough. It's quite low roll. I would say, you know, just keep your eyes... Oh, hello. Oh, no. Oh, man. This sucks. It's pretty good, though. I would compare to what I have. I have to look. I'm looking for rings, by the way. Yeah, werewolf looks very fun to play with, but also you're asking for shortwave, right? There's a aspect right here you need to look out for. It's this one right here. So it's pretty good because it synergizes with this, because if you slow enemy with your earth skill, and you know, crowd control has a lot of it encompasses a lot of different kind of stuff, including slow. I can't fear all those stuff. Like, you can check out the list. I can't remember, but for Druid, it's slow with this aspect right here. At least for shortwave build, power rush shortwave build. With this skill right here, aspect right here, you turn it into earth skill, right? So you slow everything, and when you crowd control, you gain resources back. So this is quite important if you want to. I think a lot of the build run this. A lot of the variation of the build run this. And I've only recently gotten it, but I really want to get a good ring to put it on. So I want like crit chance, crit damage, and vulnerability. To run it. Something like this. But the resource generation is not good though. I will roll away the barrier generation and put it on. But ideally I want vulnerable damage, double crit damage, and then a crit chance. And ideally I want to be able to roll the crit chance because I want max crit chance. Yeah, this one is very, very hard to come by. I have 3 of them, but 2 of them are lower rolls. But yeah, I am not using them until I get a good ring. I know it hurts me a lot, but yeah, it's hard to come by, man. So I really want to get a good one, and then I put it on. I have stuff like this as well, but I don't think the lucky hit chance is very, very pivotal. So that's why I'm holding myself back on not using this aspect on any ring. I even have the necklace ready as well. Prior version story mode ring? Yeah. The one that gives you resources back if you hit multiple targets, right? I think you're talking about this, right? Yeah, it's pretty good too. But unfortunately, I haven't gotten a good ring, man. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Once I get it, I will instantly convert my ring to that. I'm still looking for it though, unfortunately. And I'm also looking for Temple Storm, I think it's called. And the Wolf Chest, 2 of them. I can't get it, man, no matter how much I run. I'm not playing this game a lot compared to many other people. So yeah, it makes sense as it's gonna take a while for me to get the stuff. Still hoping to get it though. As you can see, I'm a hoarder, so I hoard a lot of stuff in. Man, like, it's not good. But all this part right here, this stuff are for werewolf build. So the aspects here, I'm keeping them for werewolf build. But yeah. I hope you get the stuff you want soon though. Because it's always fun to play with the stuff. Rather than just keep farming for the same stuff over and over again, right? Got ancestral until you get a better aspect roll. Yeah, that's probably the play for sure. I mean, Druid, the big problem with Druid right now, I mean, at least for me, is resource generation. And also, you know, a good ring. Once I get it, I think I will be good for quite a while if I convert to the ring. But I really want a perfect ring for it, man, so I don't have to think about it anymore. Of course, I can use the resource, like return 2 resources or 3 resources. I've tried 1 before. It was horrible. You have to at least have 3 or 2. Like 2 is okay-ish, I think. I think 3 is better, like definitely way better.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
But yeah, I'm waiting, man. I'm patiently waiting. Also, I want a weapon upgrade as well. Because mine is 763, it's very low. I want a 800 plus weapon as well.
My sin. This evil. But now, I can't leave my friends here. Not like this. We can't do it alone.
Good switch set for dual blade. You mean switch skill? Zach? The important stuff, right, is Spiral Slash and Shroud Bolt. The other stuff is up to personal preference, I think. I can't remember the other stuff though. But the important stuff is to get Spiral Slash and Shroud Bolt. Yeah, there's no survivors, man, whenever I do this quest. They die too quickly at this difficulty. And I should start trying to run higher tier of sigils here. Uh-oh. Yeah, the butcher I've met, they low roll on shockwave. Darn it. Not good enough to Yeah, I haven't gotten anything like fancy from Butcher. I've died to it like twice though. The first time was when I was low level.
I'm not ready yet.
Bless you.
And the second time was because I was too weak. One more prisoner here. Oh, this is we have read the letter before.
I need time to do that.
Help, please!
Wait, monster behind.
I need more time.
There's a lot of stuff going on there. You're running out of slots, so picking up ancestral stuff, that's about it.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, that's up to personal preference. Zach, you have to try out, and this is the one we are looking for. Yeah, that's up to you. You know, equip them, give them a try to see how you feel about it.
My bags are full. I cannot carry anymore.
Very nice. Good price.
Very low though, the item power, but the lines are horrendous.
Wood to ash, bone to dust.
let's go back. Demon mode. Zach. Demon mode. Search it out, Google. There's a variety of effects. But if you play it right, if you have the right gear setup, no, you're MR6, so it's a little bit hard for you to keep it ongoing for a long time. Yeah, it depends on your switch skill as well.
Bless you.
But you use demon mode. So it's hard for me to tell you what's going on though, because I'm a dual blade noob. I use the end game gear straight away, so it's hard for me to tell you, like, you know, the progression curve, how we play it without the end game gear. I have to be very upfront with that though.
The beasts can't resist the scent of blood, even their own. I've enough here to
Yeah, there's out demon mode and demon mode, but usually you just use demon mode.
Bloody well done! With all this, we can draw out one of the big ones! Do you hear that?
Later Alpha?
I'm not ready.
We done.
That's it. Take this for your troubles. Good luck to you.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not
I
ready.
didn't mean to. Ah.
My savior!
Not sure how you untie the prisoners. While you're in a conduit form, but you know. I guess this is the end of the dungeon. Yep.
I need more time.
I have no resources, by the way.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm gonna get here, and then these 2 points here later. Is there a way to see the board name in the menu? Which board name, Trunk? You mean the Paragon board name?